Now then, guys, welcome to Straz Gaming. I'm Luke. This is my Chelsea Bertie Saving Football Manager 2020, episode 4, and things are going rather well, I'd reckon, so far. So without further ado, we'll just jump straight into it and see how we've been getting on. So, yeah, like I say, see how we're getting on. We'll jump straight into the schedule. Last time we were there, last time you guys saw us even, was against Ajax. 3-3 draw and a 1-0 win against Villa. I cannot speak this morning. And then I go on a coughing fit. This is really good, this is. So far, good start, Luke. Then we've played Watford. A nice win, 4-0. Abraham getting a hat-trick. Callum Hudson-Odoi getting on the score sheet. We played Leverkusen away from home, winning 2-0. Abraham and William getting on the score sheet. Everton, we managed to beat them 3-2. A very good hat-trick from Callum Hudson-Odoi. We were 2-0 down. He managed to get his hat-trick. Got us the win. Quite happy with that. Cardiff in the Carabao Cup, though, didn't go according to plan. Reece James scored a screamer for us. It was a screamer header, to be honest. It was a right bullet header. They scored in the 84th minute, and then we lost in the penalty shootout. I'm not too fussed about the Carabao Cup. It's just one of them cups, really. The board aren't bothered about it either, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. We then have just played Southampton in the league. We beat them 4-1. Reece James getting a couple of goals. Callum Hudson-Odoi getting a couple of goals. And Tammy Abraham as well, which is good to see. So if you have a look at some of these players that are scoring at the minute, it's all the youth, which is good, which is what we want. In today's game, though, we're going to be playing Bayer Leverkusen and then Bournemouth in the league. They're 7th. They were up there, to be honest with you. And that's why I chose to do it, but obviously that isn't going to happen anymore. I'm just looking now at something in the group stages. It's fine. Anyway, I've just realised you're not going to see a Moscow game because the way it's all fallen. Oh well, it's fine. So where does this all leave us in the league? Leaves us 5th currently in the league, 22 points, the same amount of points that are Manchester United on. Crystal Palace are up there with 25 points. Surely they can't hold it up. And hopefully that'll be a team we'll be looking to leapfrog. Battle for this top 4. Arsenal are on 22 points. Bournemouth, like I say, are on 20 points. Liverpool are kind of running away with it at the minute. Man City just behind them. So we need to aim to get Champions League football. That's what they want us to do. We're on course to kind of doing that at the minute. Europa League, I don't know what's going to happen if we don't get Champions League. Am I going to get sacked? But we are under this transfer embargo, so I can't make any transfers. So we'll just have to make do with the team we've got. So without further ado, let's get in to this game against Bayer Leverkusen. So this is the team we're going to be lining up. Also, again, gonna say this again. I apologise if I get names wrong. It's not that I do it on purpose. It's not that I've not kind of prepared myself. It's because my dyslexia kicks in and then I look at names and think, how do you say that? So just be patient with me. Down below, just tell me how you pronounce them, and that's all gravy. That helps me out a lot. So just touching up on that. So that's fine. So Aspilicueta is going to be in goal. Kepa. Then we've got, not Aspilicueta, it's just going to be Kepa because I can't say his name. Aspilicueta is playing out on the right. Zuma, Rudiger and Emerson at left back with Kante and Kovacic in the middle. Pulisic, Mount, Callum Hudson-Odoi is the inverted winger and Abraham up top. We are still playing the attacking custom kind of counter-attacking football that we have been playing. And we have been playing it on attack as well. And are we away from home? We are not away from home, so that's fine. We're still going to go attacking. On the bench, obviously, Reece James, 4 goals. He's not starting. He's not fully fit. Tomorrow's doing all right. He's on the bench. Jorginho's on the bench. Batshuayi still yet to register a goal for us this season. And that's another thing. The attacking midfield role, I'm really struggling to get players to score. I've done it with this. I've got a Leicester save going just off camera. Can't get James Maddison to score. For some reason, the attacking midfielder role, really, really struggling to get going. Right, let's just do this team talk. We should be winning comfortably. Get through this. And then, yeah. Right, team talk is done. Let's get into the game. So the first highlight of the game we've got is 17 minutes in. I do like these key highlights. We don't seem to get any pointless ones anymore. It's a lovely ball over the top. Emerson's on there. Can he get the cross into for Abraham? Cuts it back. No, he goes for goal himself. And I would have thought he would have tried to cut that across for Abraham to just tap that in. But it's a good start for us. Plenty of shots. Not plenty of possession. Plenty of shots. It's going to be an attack for Leverkusen. I do switch between the tiki-taka and the counter. Depending on how we're doing either half, I tend to just swap it around, just see how we do. Mount to Kovacic. Right, can we counter here? This is what we've set up to do. Emerson plays it across pitch, finds Pulisic, who's got Azpilicueta running down the wing beside him, cutting it back inside to Mount, out to Emerson. The fullback on that side's getting really far up. Hudson-Odoi. What a lovely pass from Hudson-Odoi. Let's see that cheeky little pass he's done again. Because he's like an inverted winger, obviously it gives it Emerson just a bit more free time just to bomb up and down this wing with him sitting in there. And I'm sure he does a cheeky little trick pass here. He does. Look at that. Lovely pass. Lovely goal. Pulisic with his... I don't know how many goals that is for him now, but with a goal for us. Mason Mount with a free kick. Doesn't get there, unfortunately. We've got another free kick though. Mount lifting it into the box. Zuma's not there. And Leverkusen are now on the break, on the counter. Can we get back and defend this? This is coming back from our set piece with Duke. Kovacic wins the ball lovely there. Pulisic to Azpilicueta. Putting it to the inside. Oh, that's an amazing shot. And I'm just hoping that Kepa knew what was going on. And I realise what I'm missing as well on my screen. I'm missing the match stats, like the shooting and all that sort of stuff. That's what I'm missing. Right, half-time. Let's just get straight into half-time. I'm just going to say I'm happy. I'm pleased. What's going on? We're 1-0 up. It's what we want. And we'll just get into the second half and hopefully get another goal and easily win this game. Right, I'm going to make some subs. We've had no highlights in this second half. Kante has not been playing great. So I'm going to take off Kante. Bring on Jorginho. I don't know who does the box-to-box role better. I think Jorginho. Yeah, you can just play in that role anyway. And then I'm thinking Abraham... not doing great. I'm going to try Batshuayi, see if he can get himself a goal. Other than that, I'm just going to leave it for now. Just let the game play out. 70 minutes in without a highlight in the second half. I'll take it if we win 1-0, but what a boring second half this would be. I have a feeling we're going to get a highlightless second half. We've made all our subs, no highlights, and yeah, we had no highlight in that second half whatsoever. I don't think I've ever had that in a Football Manager game. But we do win 1-0. And that's kind of what we want. Just winning games. Obviously, they want us to play entertaining football, which I think means scoring a boatload of goals. But 1-0 against Bayern Leverkusen, it's putting us in good stead for the... Can we go for the group? We are obviously second. We're joint, actually, to be honest, with Ajax. Both on 8 points. Both won 2, both drawn 2. The same amount of goal difference as well. So that'll just go on head-to-head. With 2 games left to play in the Champions League, I feel like we've kind of got this. Moscow, you're not going to see us play. And then the last game you'll see us play in the group stage will be against Ajax. Right, enough said. We've got 2 weeks, near enough, just over 2 weeks now, to get to this Bournemouth game. So just bear with me while I fast forward on through this international break and we'll play Bournemouth. So what felt like an age, we are finally here at this Bournemouth game. I've made a few changes. And this game, by the way, is a must-win game. Everyone else is near enough played. If we win, we go above Manchester United. And we may go above Crystal Palace, depending on what goes on there. So this is the team that we're going to be lining up with. Azpilicueta is going to be in goal. I'm going to start Reece James because he's been playing absolutely class at right back. Zuma, and I'm going to bring on Christensen because he's a bit younger. Going to put Rudiger onto the bench. Tomorrow's on the bench as well because he is doing quite well in his performance. Marcus Alonso, I really want him to come back from injury. He's not, so Emerson is playing. We're going for Jorginho and Kante in the midfield with Pulisic, Mount, Hudson-Odoi and Abraham up top. We'll get into this game. Hopefully we can come away with a win. We're still doing the counter-attacking football. I'm going for it. I really am. I probably should be doing against like a team like Bournemouth at home. We probably should be doing the tiki-taka. And it's something I probably should be doing. But we're not. And I'll probably change it depending on what goes on. And hopefully, though, we'll have a bit more entertaining game like we did in the last one and have more highlights. Here we are then. The first highlight in. As you can see from the stats, we have had 11 shots. Abraham's in here. Gets fouled. That's got to be a penalty, right? Bournemouth have not had a chance yet. It's going to go to VAR. It is a penalty. Jorginho is going to take it. Hopefully, he puts this away for us. and we go 1-0 ahead and then go above Manchester United. He shoots and it does go in. I thought the keeper was going to save that then. Puts us 1-0 up and it actually puts us above Crystal Palace. So it puts us into the Champions League spots. It's where we need to be. And the keeper really should have done better with that, to be honest with you. The keeper should have kept that out. Right, what we got here? We have got apparently a corner by the looks of things. It's going to be Mason Mount taking the corner. Whips it in. Pulisic, Abraham went close. It's still kept in. Mount can't get the cross back in. And then Reece James is there to pick the ball up for the end of the highlight. Mount with the free kick. In. Azpilicueta, Zuma, he's got to be offside though. Has to be offside there, is he? Zuma scores. It's going to count by the looks of things. It really is going to count. I thought it was going to be ruled for offside. But this is a lovely free kick. Mount, Abraham heads it, and then Zuma runs in, scores. Maybe Frazier was just keeping him onside, which will do nicely for us. 2-0 just before half-time is exactly what we need. Right, team talk done. Team talk done. Let's get into the second half, hopefully grabbing a couple more goals and just win this game nice and comfortably. Mount with the free kick, whips it in. Zuma goes close with a header there. Kurt Zuma, by the way, has done quite well for us from set pieces, which is nice. He's got himself, I think, a couple of goals for us this season already. I might be lying there, but I'm sure he's scored a couple for us. Right, Bournemouth, though, looking to build this out the back. We are now kind of sitting off them a little bit, obviously, because we're doing the counter. So we are inviting them to come and play against us. Callum Wilson looked offside there, but it's one-on-one anyway, so I'm not too fussed about these one-on-ones because they tend to not go in. Right, I'm going to have to make some subs soon. The team's looking a bit complacent. There's a couple of reds on there. So, Bournemouth again building from the back, but Pulisic is there to sweep up their long pass. It wasn't a great one. And then we're building here, playing it out wide to Emerson. Can he get the cross in? Emerson beats his man, crosses, Pulisic is there. And how that doesn't go in, I don't know. It comes off. We're having a quick look. We can't actually see it properly, but I think it came off every bar possible there. Right, time to make some subs. I think Callum Hudson-Odoi is not having the greater game, so I'm going to bring on Pedro on that side, put him on a more attacking role. I'm thinking as well, Mason Mount is actually having a decent game, so we'll leave him on. Abraham's having a good game as well. Kante, we have had Loftus-Cheek come back from injury, so let's just bring him on and see what he wants to do in the midfield. He wants to be... Only problem is, I put him as a Mazzala. We've got everyone wants to be a playmaker. That is the problem. I'm going to move Mount as a shadow striker because we've got a deep line playmaker there with a Mazzala. We'll just see how that works out. I think the next one I'm going to do... My concern with Reece James, his conditioning is not great. He does drop quite a bit in these games, and we've got Azpilicueta anyway that can come on. Decent enough right back. Well, the best one, to be honest, he should be starting and Reece James should be coming on, but I'm preferring Reece James. I'm trying to promote the youth through the club. Another highlight, though, comes from Loftus-Cheek. He's got the ball, plays a lovely ball out to Emerson. He's doing quite well down that left-hand side. Obviously, he's bombing on a lot forward because we've got that inverted winger, so he is getting up and down the wing quite a bit. Pulisic plays it to Azpilicueta. Can he get the cross in? He doesn't. Plays it back to Loftus-Cheek. Jorginho to Emerson. That's a good tackle from a Bournemouth defending there. But what we're looking at, are we looking at a penalty decision there? I'd say he won the ball and it's a throw-in from that. And I think we were right. Right, surely this has got to be the last bit of the game. Obviously, we don't get the pointless end of game highlights anymore. And it's going to probably go Bournemouth's way by the looks of things. They're on the counter now. It'd be nice not to concede a goal and just keep the clean sheet for goal difference and all that sort of stuff. And Bournemouth don't do it. And hopefully the time just ticks away now. We end this game 2-0. Obviously, the second half performances haven't been great from us in the last two games, to say, obviously, against Leverkusen and then today. We've had more highlights. We've had all the possession. We've had all the shots. That's it, though. It is full time. 2-0 against Bournemouth. I'm going to say well done, lads. That was a good result. We needed that result. And just for the league-wise, it puts us into 4th place. Crystal Palace still have to play. So if Crystal Palace plays and wins, they'll go above us, unfortunately. But we're on track to doing what we need to do. Schedule-wise, when are we going to be back? It's going to be the Ajax game. Is it? I don't know. Yeah, Crystal Palace and Ajax. Crystal Palace, we're going to be back a little bit sooner than I'd like. But we've got to see the last game in the group for the Champions League. I think I might... I might not, though. If we beat Loka Moscow and we're qualified, obviously we've got a big game there against Tottenham, a big game against Leicester and Palace. We've got Arsenal there, which is a massive game, which I want to kind of show you. So I'm either going to play through all of that and we'll do Arsenal and then the third round of the FA Cup maybe. And I don't know if the transfer embargo is lifted in January or we've got it completely missed out for this season. I'm not too sure. So I'm going to figure out. It's either going to be Ajax and Palace or Arsenal and whoever we've got in the FA Cup. Or it could be both. We'll just see how we get on. So thank you very much for watching. And let me get into this lovely screen here. There we go. This is the one I want. So guys, thank you very much for watching. It has been an absolute pleasure of an episode. Tune in for the next one. Like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff is helping me out massively. I've gained a couple of subscribers already since this game has come out. So thank you very much for the new ones. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next episode. See you in a bit.